You know, I am really enjoying the heck out of this series. I am just enjoying it. And I can't wait till book 3 re- arrives tomorrow. I have ordered A Turn of the Tide and A Castle in the Air, and they shall arrive tomorrow. I was reading my book series, and as I was getting the books off the shelf and ready for video, organizing them, I found. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You gotta get one of these things. These things are awesome. Wait a second. We have cat interrupt us. Come here. Ah, say hi. No, come here. Come here. Come here. Say hi. She doesn't want to say hi. She came over and screamed at me because Daddy's in the garage. She went in the garage, and we won't let her in the garage because of fleas. It's flea season. We don't want any fleas on the kitty, so no garage. Because it only takes one. And then not only you have to deflea the cats, but you have to bomb the house, and that's just too much. Nope, nope. Been there, done that. Nope, 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 nope. So she suffers. She sits at the door. Meow, meow, meow. But anyways, welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina K-R-S-T-I-N-A. This is where we read books, talk about books, and no special effects, no theme music. None of that fancy stuff going on here. So we are doing Kelley Armstrong's A Stitch in Time. What did I do with that book? Hold on a second. So we did this one, and then I explained that I'd forgotten about it, and I had planned on doing the rest of it, and just didn't get to it. And we read the half book, the in between book, the ball gowns and butterflies, and we talked about all that. They went to our main characters, or our co-main characters, Brownyn and William, went to a house party of his best friend's family, the Courtneys, and that's where we met August. And this was August and Rosalind's book. And now the in-between book, Snowstorms and Sleigh Bells, and I'll put the picture up here, is Rosalind. It's a group book. It's the 4 of them. And I enjoyed seeing the 4 of them and catching up with the 4 of them. Oh, and if you could please hit the like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. This is the D. Louise book series where we read books. And I'm Christina. I think I already said that, so I'll just go through it. I'm embarrassed because I said it twice. But anyways, this is a Christmas book. And the four of them get together with their kids for Christmas. And Rosalind has to come to terms with her PTSD from time travel. She spent 4 years away from August and Edmund, and she's still having a hard time dealing with it, and she's desperately afraid because now she has learned from William and Rosalind that they go back on a regular basis, traveling from both dimensions. And William has, been generously telling August about cars and automobiles and air conditioning and electricity and all this kind of stuff. And August is naturally curious and wants to see. And Edmund has learned from Amelia that she has a special house on the other side, and she has all this special stuff on the other side, but that's a secret. And Edmund wants to see all this, so he goes into that room where Amelia says is the key. And he goes into the room and he goes through to the future, and Rosalind just absolutely panics, comes apart at the seams. So her and Edmund, her and August go through. They do find Edmund, and they come back, and then they're like, they have this discussion among them, and then they decide to do it again a couple times to test the theory out, and it works. So they all end up going into the future. So I love the way this book starts out, because it's just a little snippet of there's a stitch, there's a time stitch in Thorne Manor, hereditary summer home to the Thornes of North Yorkshire. As far as you know, Brownyn Dale was the first to pass through, traveling from the 21st century to the 19th, where she met William Thorne when they were both children. Later a widow, she returned to find William there. They are now married with daughter Amelia and another baby on the way, and I believe it's going to be Grace, is another girl. Before Brownyn returned to Thorne Manor, Rosalind, the wife of William's best friend August Courtney, accidentally went through time stitch into the modern world, where she was trapped for 4 years. And she finally figured out how to come back, and we talked about that. She did the governor's thing, and she finally get back with William in the book yesterday, right? A twist of fate. So we've been through all of that. So now they are in the future, and they're going to spend some time there. And August is desperate to see the car, and Bronwyn has an antique car, and I forget what it was, an Austin Martin, maybe, I forget. And so on August, so after cannoling and negotiating and all that kind of stuff, Rosalind takes August and Edmund for a drive. And they stay on flat roads, and she gives them a drive, and they do a little scenery stuff. And then Rosalind allows August to drive the vehicle, and a car comes towards them. They veer off the road, and they end up in a ditch. A side of the road hit a sign. The car doesn't start. They find shelter in a barn. It's just revealed that Rosalind has had a Jewish mom, and she knows some Jewish heritage. And we talk about Hanukkah and Christmas, go through all of that. And they also experience Santa Claus. A gentleman who looks like Santa Claus. He was on his way to see his daughter for Christmas in 1903, and he was in an accident, and he died in that accident during the snowstorm. So now he comes through at Christmas time and in snowstorms to help people, and get other people to help them. And he doesn't want to move on. He's really content with providing this service. So it's a really cute story. I enjoyed it immensely. All the stuff about Hanukkah and explaining to Edmund about the holidays and the dreidel and the Hanukkah calendar and the Christmas and the snow. And then eventually William and Rosalind, Brownyn show up. And William likes to come to this century and ride his horses. He likes to ride horses more than the car. And he's out on his horse, and he runs into Edmund and August and Rose coming up the road. And he says, "So, you borrowed my clothes, you borrowed my car." And he teases them relentlessly. He goes, "I am so happy now. I have something to hold over you forever." It's a good little friend, good little jibbing, kind of situation. It's so cute, and it's so heartwarming. And I am just having a really good time. This didn't take 45 minutes, less than 45 minutes to read. But the end of the book sets up the next two books in the series, the next two solid books. Rosalind has sisters, I believe. Portia, or is it Brownyn? I forget which one. Portia and Miranda. I think it's Rosalind that has the sisters. Portia and I think it's Amanda. Don't quote me on that. Miranda. Portia and Miranda. And apparently Portia and Miranda are going to be doing some time traveling too. So I'll be interested to see that when it arrives tomorrow. So look for that video. Hopefully tomorrow, the next day. We'll see how it goes, see how fast it gets here, how fast I get it read. We're in the height of, well, almost over right now, Big Brother. I asked, we won't go into that now. Oh, I forgot to say, when I was cleaning my books, the reason why I was able to purchase the next two books in this series is because when I was pulling out that series, dusting it off, and I wanted getting ready to read it and putting in order, there was an Amazon gift card, unused, from Christmas. It had gone missing, and I searched. I pulled everything apart 2-3 days. Came back a week later, looked again, tried fresh eyes, went to the room, ended up whole bunch of stuff. 9 months later, I found me a gift card to Amazon. So somebody went shopping. So I hope this ball gown. This is not the ball gown. What is Snowstorms and Sleigh Bells? Because they do some caroling. They go see Santa Claus with the sleigh bells, and they see they say it's a pirate, but I was kind of thinking maybe it was Civil War situation. No, this is England, so the can't think of it right now. But it would be interesting. Wouldn't you like to time travel yourself? If you could go back and forth like these people do, that's the brilliance of this particular part of the series. They can go back and forth. I would go back to the 80s and fix stuff. Fix a lot of stuff. Change my career choice. Change this, change that, change this, change that. Time flux capacitor. Who knows? It would be nice to be able to go back and fix a few things. See relatives that have passed on. Spend an extra couple of precious moments with them. Oh no, I'm gonna cry. But this is such a cute series. I am having a blast. So I hope you have a blast too. And enjoy your little Christmas with August and Edmund and Rose experiencing the 21st century for the first time. Well, the guys at least. And an automobile. And going for a drive. And modern day appliances. Nestle's chocolate chip cookies, which by the way I just made a batch. I know that recipe by heart. 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon baking soda, teaspoon, and then throw that aside. In your other bowl, cup of sugar, cup of brown sugar. Actually, I think the recipe says 3/4. I do a cup. A stick of butter or 2 sticks of butter. Check the recipe. And mix it all up. Combine everything. And add a bag of chips. And if you're adventurous, add some walnuts or peanuts. And your cookie becomes so much other stuff, it falls apart. But the other day, I bought Betty Crocker's peanut butter cookies. And I should have put it inside. The next time I'm going to try putting it inside. But I put a friend of mine had given me this chocolate bar that I would never, ever. I've had it for 3 years because it's just too big. You're going to give me chocolate, you give me the itty bitty 1 bite pieces. So I had this idea to put the chocolate in the cookie. I'll put a picture up if I remember. And it didn't melt, but it was good. Have a good one. I'm experimenting today. A friend gave me this big, huge chocolate bar, which I'm never going to eat. So I decided to take these from this, and put them in here. Let's see how it works. This is how it turned out. We're going to wait for them to cool before trying. So, these are still really, really hot. But I'm surprised the chocolate didn't melt more. They are good. Have a good one.